I received a birthday invitation from a stranger, and the date was the same as my death. It was a few weeks before my birthday when I received a peculiar envelope in the mail. It was addressed to me, but there was no return address. Inside was a beautifully designed birthday invitation with my name on it, and the date was set for the day of my birthday. The invitation was elaborate, featuring elegant script and a detailed map to a remote location outside town. The host was listed as a friend. I was puzzled but intrigued. I didn't recognize the handwriting or the sender, but the invitation piqued my curiosity. Despite my initial hesitation, I decided to attend. I figured it might be a quirky surprise from a friend or an elaborate joke. I followed the map to an old secluded mansion deep in the woods. When I arrived, the mansion was eerily quiet, but the front door was open. I walked inside and was greeted by an unsettling sight. The house was decorated for a party, but there were no other guests. The lights were dimmed, and a table was set with a single cake and a note that read, "Welcome to your final celebration." I began to feel uneasy. The mansion seemed abandoned and a sense of dread settled over me. I checked my watch and the time was ticking down to the moment the invitation had specified. I tried to leave, but the front door slammed shut behind me. Panic set in, and I raced through the mansion, searching for another way out. I found a series of rooms, each decorated with more party paraphernalia, but no signs of life. The only sound was the ticking of a grandfather clock in the hallway. As the time on my watch approached the hour marked on the invitation, I heard footsteps behind me. I turned to find no one there. The house seemed to be playing tricks on my mind. I stumbled into a room that appeared to be a library, filled with old books and dusty furniture. On a table in the center of the room was a large book titled The Final Guest. I hesitated but opened it. To my horror, the book was filled with detailed accounts of past guests, each one describing their final moments. My name was listed in the most recent entry, and the description was chillingly accurate, detailing my arrival and the events that were unfolding. Suddenly, the lights flickered and I felt a cold breeze sweep through the room. The ticking of the clock grew louder, and I saw shadows moving on the walls. I heard a voice, soft and sinister, whispering, "Time's almost up." In a desperate bid, I grabbed the book and ran, searching for an exit. The mansion seemed to shift around me, and every door I tried was locked or led me back to the same room. As the clock struck the final hour, I felt a cold hand on my shoulder. With one last burst of energy, I managed to force open a window and escape into the night. I ran through the woods, my heart pounding, until I reached the safety of the road. I never looked back. The next day, the mansion was gone. There was no sign of it ever existing, and the address on the invitation led to an empty field. I never received another invitation, and I moved away shortly after. To this day, I don't know who sent the invitation or what their intentions were. Every year on my birthday, I can't help but feel a sense of unease, wondering if someone is still waiting to celebrate my final moments.